This month in drinking history. Ha 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 ha.
Hello and welcome to This Month in Drinking History, a drink-along comedy game show where we try and educate you about drinking, have some fun, and just genuinely make some people laugh about drinking. So, have I said drinking enough? I don't know. So we'll jump in with the first round of Who Drinking Cheers. So first up, Craig, Who Drinking Cheers?
Hello, I'm Craig Wilson. I'm drinking Amstel because I've just been in the Netherlands and I was drinking it there as well. And my cheers. Can you drop more stuff?
I mean, is it? Oh my God!
It's one of the days, isn't it?
It's like a juggler with Tourette.
Fuck!
And my cheers is it's a guy at a table who's misheard what everyone has just said and thinks they're taking a photo, which is cheese.
So that's Who Drinking Cheers from Craig Wilson. Craig Bad Boy Wilson, as he's very better known. So well done. Billy, Who Drinking Cheers?
I'm Billy Kirkwood drinking some very waterly lemonade, as we said.
Waterly?
Waterly lemonade.
Waterly lemonade.
Waterly lemonade.
Is that like extra foils?
Extra waterly. And all I'm going to say is, and my cheers is not here, Timothy.
That's
not finished. Not here, Timothy. Not like this.
That sounds like some PTSD thoughts going through there. Is that like something from like a Thanksgiving or something?
No, not at all. A Thanksgiving.
No, just
because I'm a Midwest American family.
No, it's mostly our downloads are from America, so I thought, fuck it, we'll try that.
Hello, Tucky fuckers.
Yeah. Funnily enough, me and Billy were invited back to Oklahoma. No,
and I am okay.
and we are okay with it. No, so we'll move on to our guest. Who drink your cheers?
Hi, my name's Richard Brown, and my cheers for this episode is Scowl, which is who drink what?
Drink.
Oh, fuck off.
No, it's not command. It's not a forfeit.
Oh, I'm drinking vodka Coke because last night I drank a lot of Guinness and felt like I drank 4 loaves of bread.
Are you just showing off now that you've got Guinness when the rest of the world's in a fucking Guinness drought?
I didn't know about this.
Did you know?
This is
cause to be worried.
What is known?
Why?
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 There's a shortage of Guinness. There's literally a world shortage of Guinness. Britain is in a crisis of it. Lots of pubs are only getting 1 keg a month
Because they're not producing enough. Because they're missing an ingredient.
It's a lot of kind of things of the production issue, but also transport issues because Brexit's fucking us as well, and a lot of kind of stuff.
But what are we gonna do?
This is going to date this podcast, but I don't care. It's quite an important fucking issue.
I mean, don't worry about it dating. I've got a lot of references to CEOs in this.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to say, well, they took me some hits in Ireland, but we'll move straight on from that.
It's a weird choice of words as well, but fair enough. So, who drinks? So, you got your drink and your cheers.
Oh, cheers! I'll say Scowl.
Scowl.
Because my partner's Icelandic, and I taught her Slanja. So whenever we cheers, she says Slanja. I always say Scowl.
Scowl, right? Oh, so that's
Yeah.
cool. That's really like it's got roots, like Norse Skål and all that kind of stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, that's not. I love Icelandic word because there's like no roots from it anywhere else. It's one of these self-contained languages.
Do you want to know my favourite Icelandic word?
Go on.
It's drink related. It's vinber, which means grape, but the words are like wine and berry, and then vin is wine. Like the wine is the important thing.
Yeah.
The grape is just the wine berry.
It's just,
That's
a
an
wine berry. That's
afterthought.
amazing.
Yeah.
But then it was illegal to drink beer in Iceland till very recently. It was
1989.
1989. No, that's fucking true. I didn't believe that shit.
I mean, it's still really regulated in places like Sweden and what have you as well.
Yeah.
Very regulated.
So there we go. We've already started the history. Go us.
Yeah.
so that's Who Drink Your Cheers. Elliot, how are the guys doing so far?
Oh, I'm delighted to tell you, the galvanated glittery glob of gravy. First of all, though, because it's a festive period, I've prepared a festive little drink just for you.
A festive drink for
A
me?
festive drink for you, yes.
Oh, okay.
I've got you a little snowball.
Don't have
Would you care for it? It's a bit warm today.
Oh, he just gave me some ice.
Just for you.
For people listening, he just gave me a block of ice in my hand.
I thought he was going to chuck a glass of
I
water in the
genuinely
face.
thought I was going to get that in the face as well. I was like, no.
Oh, that's for later.
I had to see the behind the scenes of that as well, which is just Elliot putting his whole hand into his glass of water.
Adds more fizz. Right, currently, I think I'm a bit disappointed in Craig's cheers, because even though he's going for the cheers of cheese, he is lactose intolerant. It seems a bit counterintuitive there.
I love that you knew that. I love that.
Not a bad boy now, are you?
Well, it depends on the context. If he's in a room with him, he's a very bad boy.
That time that I had to use your toilet in an emergency, you called me a bad boy after that. Because you were so into it, yeah.
Oh, that glory hole he sewed up.
So
Sewed, yes.
okay, sure.
Moving on. I was initially impressed by Richard's cheers, but even though he's dressed today like an 80s biker gang leader, he kind of succumbed immediately like a little bitch as soon as he said drink. And he went, "Oh, you're sorry." I'm not sure. I'm currently lead. Is Billy? Can you remind us what was your cheers again?
Not here, Timothy. Not like this.
That may be my ringtone.
No, it reminds me of my own cheers, which is not tonight, Henry.
And he's talking about the Hoover.
Yes. Hang on, I've seen the pictures. Timothy and Henry are the same person.
Tiny
Damn.
Tim grew up and got curious.
Yeah.
That sounds like a book for kids. The time Henry grew up and got curious.
Tiny Tim grew up and got curious is like a book, but it's like more like a pamphlet that a doctor gives you.
Let's move on. So we'll kick off with the first of the rounds, which is this month's reason for drinking. When we go down the panel, and they're going to furnish us with their idea of why we should be all consuming large amounts of alcohol this month. Craig, can you let us know what's this month's reason for drinking?
Mine's not even this month's reason for drinking. It's today's reason for drinking. I'm wearing my hat the whole time I've been here because I got a haircut earlier, and I fucked it. I think I fucked it, guys.
You've kind of got a whole Lego piece.
It's a whole
going.
new look.
Yeah, it's
It's Lego help me.
yeah. It's kind of flat. It's kind of like a bowl cut. It's not good. And of course I went in there and I was like, oh, I love it. Oh, this is great. Thanks. Showed me it in the wee mirror. He showed me it in the mirror like an alarming amount of times, but like he knew he'd fucked up. But he was like, if you don't say anything, I won't fix it. And I think at one point I actually said the phrase, "This is exactly what I asked for."
This isn't the haircut I asked for, but it's the haircut I deserve.
I've never had a beard trim as well, but I thought I'm getting pictures taken on Friday. I'll get that sorted as well. Regret that. Don't know what's going on here. I think I fucked that as well.
Killer stuff for an audio podcast.
Yeah. Look. I can only speak my truth. Anyway, I tipped him £40.
You tipped him 40 quid?
Yeah, because I felt so guilty.
For his actions?
I was like, you.
Hang on. Are you serious?
No.
Thanks, because I was about to go, I'm changing my reason. And it's Craig Bad Boy Wilson.
I'm changing my reason. I'm drinking because he tipped a guy 40 quid.
Maybe he's really good at what he does. He just doesn't want you to come back.
Oh.
I mean, I did tell him a lot about why I'm getting headshots done, and he rolled his eyes a lot.
And did that to you?
Yeah,
I think we all know
he was
why
like,
now.
"Shut the fuck up."
Who's getting headshots now, bitch?
You're getting headshots in 6 months when this grows out, dickhead.
So that's good. We'll move on. Billy, what's this month's reason for drinking?
I mean, life's terrible in general, to be honest. So I'm gonna start with I don't know. Fuck it, The Rock. I mean, he's the last tit in the pig. He's fucking useless. I'm sick of people thinking The Rock's any good. I used to like The Rock. I don't like The Rock in movies anymore because most of them are dreadful. He does Christmas things. Why does he keep doing these awful things?
Money.
Fucking stop it.
Money, Billy. Money.
That might be money, but I'm getting sick of people thinking it's all right. It's not. He's awful. He's awful. And he should be good, and he's not, and he's awful.
So are you angry because he actually has the potential to be good and is awful, or is just the fact he's awful now?
It's getting on my nerves a bit, to be honest. Like I say, it's a phrase I'm trying to get going. He's the last tit in the pig. I don't think it's going to catch on.
The last tit in the pig t-shirts will be available from
Billy
BillyKirkwood.com, not the footballer.
And up next on 4, the last tit in the pig. Probably be a game show or something, be really good.
No, it does sound like a Corky and the Juice Pig song, though.
The last tit in the pig.
The last tit, you know.
Last tit. I mean, no offense to anyone that has like nipples. Just want to make that clear.
Or not.
Or not. If you don't have nipples, you're more than welcome.
I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Oh, there's a Fokker quote there.
It's a weird amount. Quote it a weird amount of times in my life. You're surprised how much it comes up. Did you see the thing that The Rock said about going to see Oppenheimer?
No, what did
he was like, I went to see Oppenheimer in what's the guy who made Oppenheimer again?
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan's private cinema. I sat in the seat that's supposed to be the most optimum seat, and he was like, yeah, this is genius. I think that we can make my Santa movie where I am an elf man who defends J.K. Simmons' elf better. We can be better than Oppenheimer because I'm going to steal this technology.
See,
I get that.
here's the thing. From a wrestling background, that would be like a really heel villain thing to say. But as like a just fucking walking pile of cringe, just wrapped up in cringe film and smashed with a fucking banana. That's what pisses me off.
No. See, I get you because I used to have a Venn diagram that proved that The Rock's actually the best action star, and you've just shattered it.
I'm not saying I'm not. It's just The Rock's been in stuff I like. I like Get Shorty. No, hang on.
A movie that
It's a
came
sequel.
out like 20 years ago.
I liked when that he was good in the Scorpion King.
The Rock, I'm with you on this. The Rock is my guy for if I'm looking for a stupid movie that knows it's stupid. Skyscraper, Rampage, films like that.
All those I have no problem with.
But now it's like,
Does
he know they're stupid, or is he trying to make them good?
It's like so that he's doing the new one, which is Red One, the big Christmas movie that
that's
bombed at the
is it
cinema.
Netflix or something?
Yeah, bombed at the cinema because everybody thought it was coming out on Netflix or Amazon, and lo and behold, it fucking has. And the big joke is that he's an elf and he's massive. But he's also really cool. He got magical powers. I mean, it's a character with so many flaws. Fuck off.
The funniest thing about that movie is that his character's called Callum.
Is it?
Yeah.
That really takes me out of it. It's like when that Scottish guy turns up in Star Wars The Force Awakens and you're like, oh no!
There's no Scottish fucking Star Wars.
There's no Scottish
Han
people in
Solo!
space.
Oh no,
Well, I'll be up there. I'm not going to space. It's fucking shite. There's no pubs.
Exactly.
Right, no, that's a good reason, Billy. So, Richard, can you finish us with this month's reason for drinking?
I'm drinking this month because I went kind of viral on TikTok, and I'm not a fan of that. I've been viral before, but
It's for good reasons.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Well,
Not for a Willy Wonka
it
experience
depends
type
on your-
fucking way. No.
yeah, no, it depends on your political leanings. But this is the first time. Every other time I've been viral, it's like cleared up with a dose of antibiotics.
Bubble.
This is. I did just a dumb thing. There was a woman complaining about people celebrating the murder of that CEO. This is before he got caught, and she was wearing loads of jewelry. I think her name was like Country Club Mum or something. And she was like, someone lost a child, a husband, a father. And I took a screenshot of that and I shared it with a picture of the murderer saying, oh no, do you want me to go and kill anyone that's making money out of exploiting their suffering? And it went fucking huge on TikTok, and people are just arguing in the comments, and it's interesting. Like, lots of people were just telling me about or just coming in and saying about horrible healthcare experiences. I don't want to hear that. I was just trying to do a dumb joke about a fucking cunt getting murdered. Can we swear on this podcast?
Of course you can.
Cool. It was a dumb joke about a cunt getting murdered, and now people are like telling me these horror stories about their family members dying. So I'm drinking hard.
Yeah, no, let's thank God we've got nationalised health service.
For now.
An interesting thing that you notice worldwide, by the way, is something I kind of worked out. See, whenever you see good national health services all over the world, the drinking age is lower. Just a thing.
What is it?
Well, we've
4?
got 18. No, you've got the Netherlands and stuff like go down to 16. So they've got better healthcare than we have. But when you go to places that have healthcare you pay for, it all automatically jumps up to 21 or 23 in some
When do
places.
people start having heroin though?
Oh, well, then that's a bit of a Moorish drug that you can have at any time.
There we go.
So they're good reasons. No, we're liking that. The Rock, there's a rock or a hard place kind of going on. You know what I mean? But Elliot, who's leading so far?
I would like to tell you, you horny heap of horseradish. So currently, I'm right on board with Billy. I thoroughly detest The Rock. I don't think he can't act for his life. But I think, but given that he can't act or he can't deliver any lines on the script, I guess so Paper does beat Rock. But also, it remind me.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, brother.
You know what? You can have that.
You know what? I think we've just found the name of the podcast.
But ironically, hearing Billy talk about Rock made me kind of realise weirdly, and by contrast, Craig somehow looks more like a bowling ball than The Rock does. So which I purely out of pity him when he's giving more points for that. But hey, if you've heard of Elf on the Shelf, get ready for the Rock on the last pig's cock. Finally, hey, I think I'm going to give full points to Richard so far because, I will on the condition. Can you tell me what are your rates for murdering people?
I mean, if you're a CEO, just give me a time and location.
Nice.
And full points to you for that. Lovely.
Yeah. Fruity, sweet or tart? That's when I read out the name of a drink, and judging by the name and some questions I ask, you have to work out whether it is fruity, sweet or tart. So, first up, the hairy armpit. That's the hairy armpit. Is it fruity, sweet or tart?
You nailed it. The hairy armpit. What deodorant are they wearing?
Lynx
I
Africa.
do not have that information at hand.
Now, what flavour is Lynx Africa?
Oh, that's a question.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Disappointment.
Basic beige bitch.
A poor relationship with your parents, because that's what they get you every Christmas.
Like Lynx Govan.
Oh God, that's not going to smell nice at all.
It's going to smell like... it's actual sadness, I think.
The Lynx Airdrie.
The can's already cut open.
No, it's turned into a pipe. So, the hairy armpit. Anyone get any questions?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Forgot we were on a podcast.
These can all
Has it
jump
got
in,
any
it's
hair in it?
It does not have hair in
I
it.
have no further questions.
Which I suppose that could be done under the Trade Description Act.
When did it come out? Do we know of a year?
No, it's quite a modern one.
Oh, right, I see. Does it have any fruit in it?
There is fruit in it, yes.
Oh, wow, right.
Well,
okay.
I think we found the thing to the game.
I think this sounds tart because it sounds tart. Because I mean,
I'll give you one.
Else.
One of the ingredients is ouzo.
Oh, I don't want to drink ooze.
I don't even
Ugh.
know.
Yeah,
I don't even know
I'm in the
what
second
that tastes like.
Ninja Turtles movie.
I've got nothing. Like,
Yeah, are you ever ordering a hairy armpit? You look like the type of person who would be okay with hairy armpits.
I'm like the sort of person that serves them up. I'm not.
All right, okay.
I'm not enjoying them.
I think it sounds tart because it's got kind of like
Okay.
it sounds like it had Guinness in it or something.
Okay, so
Maybe.
I'm
any
gonna go
ideas?
with fruity
Okay.
Yeah.
because it's different, so it puts some
point.
tension into the results.
Good
Okay,
point,
right.
good
And
point.
Craig?
Fuck it, sweet.
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 So,
One of us will win.
Where does it originate from? Maybe a twist if it came from next mining
no,
town.
no, it's an American.
I won't be tart then. All right. No, I'm sticking
Good
to it.
taste.
No. Well, you'll be glad you did, because it's in fact tart.
No way! Fucking hell!
No, it's an ouzo grapefruit and lemon mix.
Oh, that's not gonna be nice.
So, it probably
And
makes
it-
you want to fucking lick someone's hairy
And
armpit, to be quite honest.
and it's called the hairy armpit.
The
I don't
hairy
know if you know
armpit,
that
yeah.
because it's kind of trying to resemble like sweat.
Yeah, I have no idea. But I wasn't there for the creation.
Fuck.
So it tastes grapefruit.
Yes.
So much like your hairy armpits is bad for people with medication.
I got none of that. Fair enough. No, so we'll move on. Adios, motherfucker.
All right, sorry, I didn't know the
Adios,
podcast was.
motherfucker.
ending
Ding,
early.
ding, ding, ding. We got a winner. Adios, motherfucker. Is it fruity, sweet, or tart?
I'm trying to work out if there's like a pun on like a type of drink in this.
Where's it from?
Well, I'll give you a clue. It's got tequila in it, and it's got adios
Adio.
written in the fucking thing.
Oh,
Which some people would say is a Spanish word that's famous for like being in a country that speaks it. You know?
I think it's from. I feel like the title comes from like a Mexican knockoff movie of Die Hard.
I was-
It's just like
like
Adios, muchacho.
Juan McLean.
yeah.
Do you have any ingredients?
A tequila.
But that's it. That's all we're getting.
It's got vodka. Yeah.
So it's quite. Oh, this is quite boozy.
Oh, it's got.
Yeah.
There's another.
It's called Adios Motherfucker because it'll kill you
Yeah,
if you
it's got
drink
another
it.
2 alcohols actually in it as well, but you know.
I don't know, just to make it interesting, I'm gonna say sweet because I have no frame of reference when it comes to cocktails.
What have you guys gone with so far?
I've gone with sweet.
I've gone with nothing yet. Is it a cocktail or is it a shot?
Cocktail.
Cocktail.
Yeah, if you had this amount of alcohol in like a shot, it would kill you. In fact, you couldn't get the amount of drink because there's 4 different alcohols in it.
Wow. I think it'd be quite tart if it was a potion that killed me. So I'm gonna say tart.
I'll just go with fruity then.
Fruity. Okay, well, I can let you know that Adios Motherfucker is in fact sweet.
What the fuck?
The non-drinker here is killing it.
What's in it then? Yeah.
It sounds
Oh,
pretty fucking
tequila.
sweet, to be honest.
Blue Chiquero, vodka, white rum, sweet and sour mixed. It's filled up with 7-Up and mixed with cherry.
Right. Well, that's the clincher then. isn't it?
The 7-Up, the cherry, and the sweet sour mix really is the one that fucking adds so much
I
sugar
mean, that
to
sounds
it.
quite nice.
You might go into diabetic shock.
That sounds quite nice apart from the booze.
So, here we go. The Hulk's orgasm. That is the
Right.
Hulk's.
Come on now.
We've all seen that Edward Norton video.
Which is why he was banned from
That's why he didn't come back. Could have phrased that better.
You don't want to come back. No, oh, Hulk, come on back.
Yeah,
Do we have a country of origin?
That's another American.
So I'm going to guess Mountain Dew's involved.
Yeah.
That would have been a good guess, but it's not.
Damn.
And there is a really weird drink in it. I'm going to tell
Maybe
you what
like-
this is.
maybe
Right? It is called, it's a New York drink, right? And it's called
It's just like hot dogs.
Hypnotic. Right? It's spelt weird. It's originally made in New York, but it's bottled in Paris for some fucking reason, right? So that's the main ingredient in it. And this is quite a modern drink. It's very, very recent.
What?
made.
So wait, hold on. What is that thing then? Like,
It's called Hypnotic, which is a kind of mix of vodka and cognac and some other stuff.
cognac.
But this is an actual drink in
But
itself.
it's going to be green, isn't it? I mean, I guess
Yeah.
that could be fruit. I guess that could be fruit.
Or
I've got
Or
no
white.
idea. I'm just assuming Hulk. Unless someone has some knowledge of what the Hulk's jizz tastes like.
looks like.
Or looks like. I assume it still looks.
It's green. I'm going to give you that one.
Oh, okay,
It's,
right.
it's actually.
So
But
Cannon,
then, just because the Hulk skin's green doesn't.
you heard it
No,
here
no.
first. You heard
the
it here
drink
first.
is green.
Ian,
I don't
Okay.
know
Ian
what the Hulk's
knows.
jizz is.
Ian knows who is confirmed. Hulk's jizz is
I was
green.
confirming what, in fact, the drink looks like. But
Gives a whole new version to the
I
face
do-
of
And the
Hulk
drink,
smash.
of course,
should
based
actually
off
know
of
the
the real.
Hulk's glory hole.
Is the drink creamy?
You're not in this, right?
I'm intrigued. I don't
That
care.
is a yes.
What's that dessert? You put like brown sugar on the top of, and then you make a hard top.
Creme brulee.
Does that have creme brulee in it?
It does not, no.
I'm just an out there guess, but I thought I'd chuck it in. I'm gonna go. Do you know something? I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with fruity.
I mean, I got the impression that it has a sort of cream thing in it. I guess that'd be quite sweet. So I'm gonna go with that.
It's got a Miller Corner in it.
So we have
Oh,
a
that'd be
fruity,
great.
we have a sweet, and
I'll just go with tart, so it, you know.
it's everyone's spreading their bets in this one.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
They're
fair.
all shocked.
Statistically, one of us will win.
Do you think?
It is.
I'm just thinking about the name of it so much now. Do you know how like people always go, oh, why they think they're really clever? Why is it that when Bruce Banner becomes the Hulk, his pants don't rip? It's like, well, because you'd see his big fucking Hulk cock.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
why.
That's it.
And
Because they
then
used to have to be
you would
approved
get
by the
this
Comics
drink.
Code.
This is the logical end.
And that would be what the comic's about. It wouldn't be like, oh, this guy and he's really strong and he's big and green. It'd be like that massive guy, the guy with a massive
What
cock.
I happen to know is for the fact that the only bit of the Hulk's cock that doesn't transform with him is like the neck. So he ends
Just
up
a
with like a
bulbous
massive
head.
bulbous. It's like a
Giant
baby's
balls
rattle.
and a
That's why
tiny
they don't
thing.
want you to see it.
It looks like Newton's toy
Yeah.
between his balls. And
Yeah.
his fucking
Stanley was very specific in every
well,
movie.
and the same thing he described what the Hulk's cock and jizz tastes like. Right, no, so we're going to push you for the answers. We have fruity,
There's a bad
sweet,
paper in Stanley's
tart.
safe.
It is in fact, drum roll please. It is in fact fruity. Billy's killing this. Billy is fucking killing this.
I legit went, it's never going to be fruity.
It's quite a tall glass. It's
Cognac in it.
yeah, it's got it's a mixed drink of vodka, cognac, and fruit juices, and that's what's called a hypnotic. It's an actual pre-mixed drink, if you know when it comes. It's like I said, started in New York, bottled in Paris. It's got more cognac in it. And then it's topped with whipped cream, and it's apparently incredibly fucking fruity.
Can I say that I don't like reading the menu and having the word juices and orgasm in the same page. I don't know if I'm into it.
Could I ask a question? Because I'm, as an asexual, I'm generally curious. I'd like to ask the sexy people on the panel, Richard and Billy, and presumably Craig. Is the dividing characteristic of the Hulk is that he's always angry. Is it possible to have an angry orgasm?
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, some of them are the best. You're like,
Some of them
yeah,
have been fucking furious.
I was going to say, there's some dark shit happening there, but yes, would be the very direct and abrupt answer to that.
You've never had sex with your boss, and it shows.
Is that something to be proud of?
No.
So, let's move on.
I'm going to give Billy a bonus point there, actually, for saying yes the fastest there.
I have been married 20 years.
So we'll move on. It is a Christmas blowjob. That is a Christmas blowjob, and this is a shot.
Shot in the mouth.
Thanks for that, Billy.
Right. Listen, I'm going for the low-hanging fruit
No,
here
I
today.
didn't-
right?
I don't think we're bringing it back up from the 5-minute discussion of the Hulk's cock.
Do a colour.
It's actually a layered shot, so it is several
Of course
colours.
it is. Different viscosities.
Is there an angry orgasm in it anyway?
Oh, that would be a good one. I need to look up and see if there is one.
Is a layered shot what that CEO got with the denial?
Oh,
Because he
fucking-
shot him in the calf in the end.
There was layers to it,
There
you know,
was layers to it.
politics,
Oh, there we
social
go,
commentary.
no, there's a callback and everything. I'm going to have sex with that moment.
We're
later on.
going to need to put this podcast out immediately.
Was it Connor Burns?
Oh my god. I hope
Scarily
that, you know,
lookalike.
between now and the podcast being released, it doesn't turn out that that guy that shot that guy did something bad.
There's
That's true, because I was just starting to like him as well.
There's some tweets where he's had some nasty things to say about the hippo in Thailand that everyone likes.
He hopes
we haggis,
pandas just fucking die out because they're not shagging. No, it'd be terrible. Oh, Jesus, that was brilliant. No, so, we're on the Christmas blowjob.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet. I don't fucking know. Sweet.
You can ask questions,
give us-
remember.
Can you give us one of the flavours?
I will give you cherry bandy.
Oh, I think it's like white and red and white. I think it looks like a candy cane. So I'm
There you
sticking
go.
with- Although some of them taste like kind of minty, don't they? I suppose.
Creme de menthe, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
I have
you
no
know,
idea what that tastes like.
I think I'm gonna go sweet. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Like it tastes like a candy cane probably.
So, creme de menthe, is that not quite toothpastey tasting?
Yeah.
Like mint.
It's like so you.
It's drinkable Listerine.
So,
Yeah.
I might say quite, I'm going to say tart.
Okay, so what do we have so far? We've got
Sweet and
and
tart.
tart.
Yeah.
I'll go with fruity.
Hey, look at it. I like this. It's like you're
Bold,
just
but we
all
know
in
it
the
tastes
things.
of mint.
So,
I just think we're trying to cover it, at least one of us gets
Yeah,
it right.
right.
Well, I think it's you.
So, Christmas blowjob shot is in fact sweet.
I'm on the board.
Craig's is on the board.
Funnily enough, I came to Christmas blowjobs and Craig was straight in.
Straight in,
Oh,
yeah.
I knew it.
He understood. He's like, no, I know this one.
Does it look like a candy cane? Does it? Do you know?
Yeah, it looks kind of. It's green, white, red. It's got
That's
the
pretty
colours
cool.
of Christmas.
That would look
that
all right in
kind
a
of
bar,
thing.
wouldn't it?
And it's like topped with cream and that kind of
Right,
stuff.
enough of that. I've had enough of that today.
Not Hulk cream. No, that's totally different.
It's
So,
just totally
Elliot,
green.
how are we doing so far?
Oh, rightio. In that round, Billy managed to get 3, Craig got 1, but Richard gets a bonus point for having another big shot at Big Pharma. So, points all round.
Another shot at Big Pharma. It was 3, the fuckers, was it not? Okay, let's move on. So now we move into the history part of it when we're talking about party heroes or drunken zeros. That's when we ask our panel who out of history would they definitely want to drink with and who out of Hall history would they definitely not want to drink with. So Craig, hit us up. Who would you like to party with the most?
I would love to have a drink with Akiyoshi Hongo.
That guy, he drinks in my pub.
Yeah. I've caught you there. You fell into my trap. Akiyoshi Hongo is actually a pseudonym for 3 people. It's the name of that they stick on. It's the creator of Digimon.
Of fucking course it is.
Of course. Look, I just spent a weekend in the Netherlands in a convention centre playing the Digimon card game.
Do you know what? I saw something recently, I need to bring this up for absolute fucking insanity reasons. I saw Craig fighting off advances from a woman because he brought up he was a Digimon champion. This actually fucking happened.
Elliot introduced me on stage because the act before me, Elliot went, she's been on the television, she's been on BBC Radio, she's won all these awards, she's a finalist in this competition. And then Elliot brought me on stage with, he's my friend, he's been on a podcast, and he's really good at a card game.
No, I told you he's a
Am I wrong?
Digimon champion.
Which I'm not as well. I'll tell you right now, I went on a trip to a different country, did the worst I've ever done in a tournament.
So is that why you're drinking again?
Yeah, exactly. That was what it was going to be before I got my fucked up haircut.
So you're 3 people you're drinking with?
Yeah,
then?
yeah. So it's actually a pseudonym for 3 people. One is the person who, because Digimon is a spin-off of Tamagotchi, so it's the person who invented Tamagotchi is one of them. I know you're all falling asleep, but I'll get to the end of it soon. The other person is.
Jamie looks like you give a fuck.
The other person is the guy who designed the first manga with Digimon in it, and then the third person is who gives a fuck.
Can we give him an extra point because I've never seen someone being heckled by a tech's eyes before?
Anyway, sorry. I just want to bring it back to the point of after my set where I talked about Digimon because I was forced to. A lady tried to chat me up,
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know what to do.
Can I ask, could you give me a couple of lines of the Digimon related chat up lines, please, if you don't mind?
She was like, oh, I played all the card games when I was growing up, and I was like, oh, like Battle Coliseum, and then she was like, yeah.
Oh my god, jump in.
I've got them all in my house, and I was like, oh, so you have battle spirits from Japan as well? And she was like, sure.
Back in my home.
Yes.
Look,
fucking trap.
here's what actually happened. She went, nobody's going to miss him.
Yeah.
Right. She
Dodge the
created a
serial
persona where she pretended, and he was going to end up in a wheelie bin with no feet.
Yeah, no, that was the funniest part. Was she was like, oh, what was it like being in this big cool tournament? And I was like, oh, it was so funny because it was in the place I was on holiday with my girlfriend a month before, and I saw a woman's face like scrunch up in a way where like the confusion like destroyed the bones of her face. It was like,
You've got a...
yeah, like she's like, I am pitying you because I thought that you've never spoken to another person before. And there's a woman who lives with you.
So you're like a really big Digimon fan.
Yeah.
That's wild. You never mention it.
No, I never bring it up.
Suddenly, the concept of an angry orgasm is becoming more and more believable.
Yeah.
So,
How's the rest?
Okay, so that's who you would drink
Look,
with.
my girlfriend doesn't have orgasms,
Okay,
okay?
that's fine. I didn't mean to bring it up, so I'd like to apologise. On behalf of me and the
Not well,
orgasm
he's there.
community.
No, okay, so...
He hasn't got that card yet.
So that's who you definitely would drink with. Who would you definitely not want to drink with? And at this point, I'm starting to think the guy you wouldn't want to drink with is fucking winning the prize.
The person who designed convention center toilets.
That's
fair.
top notch. That's top notch.
That's fair.
Yeah. You know,
The only one worse than that is French camping size toilets. That's how bad. That's how they're just outside holes.
I had to check the mirror to see my eyebrows hadn't burned off from the fucking fumes, man. It was horrible.
Fumes,
I had to get
man.
I had to get the barber to draw some on today for me, actually.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. It's part of the look.
Okay, so Billy,
Hello.
we're going to move on. Party heroes and drunken zeros. Who is your guy you would happily drink with out of all of history, or be in a pub with they're drinking, and who would you rather
Well,
not be?
I am going to go for an entire town.
Oh, okay.
And I am going out with the good people of Kilwinning, just because of a story I heard. So, at the west coast of Scotland, apparently the first place to get a cash machine was Kilwinning. and nobody would use it because they were suspicious. It was stealing their money,
Yep.
and apparently people would walk past it and spit on it rather than use it. And a gentleman called Alex Ray, whose job it was, and I met his grandson. It was his job to effectively squeegee it down.
Oh, imagine a spit cleaner from an ATM.
And it was like, it would have been old.
You're
Like an
gonna-
old one with like green graphics and all that.
You're going to have to spin a lot on one of the lists of what job you do to find that one.
Exactly. So the entire, I just love the fact that people went, but they must have agreed as a collective. This must have got round. The way to deal with this, the way to get rid of this technology coming across the horizon is to spit on this thing. Now, I know recently I shouldn't be saying that because a lot of people lost the money through cryptocurrency because you're idiots. But, what, nobody saw that coming? Fucking hell.
So you should have been spitting at cryptocurrency, is that what you're saying?
It was the whole spit on that thing, Hawk2.
Hawk2
Hawk2 .coin,
That
you know,
makes
whatever
a
the
lot of
fuck it
money.
was.
Yeah, no.
We're determined to date this podcast. Even
Oh, we
more.
want to date it specifically. Hey, does anyone remember Dib Dabs?
I know exactly who you were pretending to be there as well.
If I'm being particularly bitchy in a certain
He
way.
even leaned into the same way he does it.
So the entire time of clothing, I admire their gumption.
Well, you didn't do the English accent, which was fine. No. Okay, so that's your. So that entire place has been wiped
The
out.
entire time.
Who would you definitely like to drink with?
Yeah, I would like to drink with the entire time.
You'd like to drink with them.
The entire time.
Spit
I admire their community spirit.
So you want to drink with them? Just bring a lot of spittoons with you.
We just come along. We're not paying with
I think either that is
contact.
gonna-
We're not paying with contactless because I don't know whether they
Either
just
that,
slam them up the
he's going
anus.
to dress up like an ATM and he's unlocked a kink.
Yeah.
No, and who would you definitely not want to drink with?
Who I would not like to drink with, I've kind of referenced them already. It's the Hawk2 girl.
The whole girl.
Well, and anyone that's ever had anything to, I mean, it's just, well, I mean, we've got a viral sensation sitting right here. You're just meant to, like, you're not meant to put financial stock in someone like that.
Oh no, I'm fucking. I hope she's riding it for all it's worth.
She's going to prison.
We should maybe clarify. Yeah,
I mean,
she's-
it's a felony.
What's she done now?
she's done a cryptocurrency.
Oh, is
she's
that
tried to,
it? Oh,
she's tried to
right.
launch a new cryptocurrency, and it's fully insider trading.
Yeah, so what they did is they basically put a whole bunch of money in it very quickly, so it goes up.
Yeah.
Then everyone goes, "Oh, look at this! It's making a whole lot of
Fire
money.
money in it,
We'll
and
buy it."
and
And
it
they
woof.
take all their money straight out.
Okay.
So good.
Well,
Because everyone thought, let's
should
take
have ran for the
financial
president
advice.
All I'm gonna say is she's the CEO of a company.
and she's had a few shots in the head.
Well, I think she's doing it.
Can I just say, ew?
But no,
I'm
you can't say
surprisingly
it.
proud of
Both
that. I
of,
don't give a fuck.
both of your answers were spit related.
I know. I was like,
Listen, what you need to know
which
is
she
I,
definitely doesn't.
what you need to know is I am a professional liar. So
So I know. Well, Billy is surprisingly prudish.
in some
And some related things. Yeah. No, okay.
I'm
so,
filthy.
So and yeah, and Huck2 and the whole fucking place are winning. They're good. So Richard, party hero and drunken zeros. Who you definitely want to party with?
I want to party with. I've not made this funny yet. I hope you guys can jump in.
Hey, brother, that's how I write all of my.
That's like Craig. Your demarcation. That's Craig's job.
So sometimes I just say that I'm making an edit point for me in the podcast. Like this one, like this one right now.
Like this one.
Right.
That's why I consider toilets the safe point of life. I'm gonna go in there, have a good cry, and then just
So-
try again.
Who is your definite party hero?
I want to drink with the woman that grassed in the CEO shooter, Luigi guy.
fucking
The woman in
McDonald's?
McDonald's who called the cops on him
Right.
and is not getting the
Not
reward
getting the
because she didn't call the tip line.
She didn't call the right
The
phone
wrong
number.
phone
I
number.
want to find, so I want to know if her views have changed.
I swear to God, I bet you
I
find her in a
sympathise
bar.
with her. I
No.
understand someone living in the American system, $10,000 is a lot of money. I understand why she did it, and now I wonder if she's been radicalised. I wonder if she's now on his side because she's been fucked over by the cops.
Now she's buying a gun,
Yeah.
which you know the right wing will love. You know,
Oh, I thought they were just like
gun sales going up, but CEO's down.
like one of the biggest international kind of media crimes that's getting the most amount of attention. You dialed the wrong number. Oh,
Is that
never
not- but
mind.
there you go. That's the irony of it. That's entirely what the medical.
Yeah,
profession-
yeah.
That's exactly this. Oh, you didn't dot this thing. It's void.
People dying on semantics. Taste your own medicine. Taste of someone else's. Well, taste of no medicine,
at least
really.
Medicine's leaving, isn't it? That's the problem. The taste of the medicine they're not getting.
Yeah, medicine denied.
Yeah, I'd like to hear. I'd like to hear her attitudes as well going into it.
I mean, it's. I genuinely did have a bit of moment of going. Yeah, it was a proper Schadenfreude moment. I was like, ha ha, you're not getting the money.
Yeah.
Do you know? It was like,
I do like stuff like that. I love like when stuff goes wrong, particularly in the media related to crime. Like, does everyone remember you remember Shannon Matthews, the whole thing?
The girl that they pretended
Yeah.
she was kidnapped, but she was actually
remember
upstairs.
the moment
in
on
her house.
live TV where they gave her the news that apparently they'd found her, and it is some of the worst kind of schemy acting you've ever seen in your life, because mum is too busy for, oh, that's them, found her! And yes, that's them, and it just like, you can actually see her panicking of going, shit.
she was meant to be away for another 3 days.
Yeah, it's I love shit like that. So
One of my favorites is the balloon boy one. Have you seen where the balloon boy, the one where they're interviewing the family after? So the boy was in the balloon. He was on wife swap or something, and then he went up in a balloon in the sky.
I think
and
the
then
boy was on wife swap.
They were all on wife swap. I mean, he didn't swap.
Oh, was
his
the family on it?
that would be a
Yeah, the family
horrible
was on
episode.
wife swap. Yeah.
That's
We
Epstein
gave this boy a
Island
wife. That's
episode.
And they have like an interview where they were like, oh, how were you scared when he was up there in the balloon? And then it turns out he wasn't. And then the little boy just kind of goes, well, I thought mum and dad, I thought we did that to get on a TV show. And then his mum immediately farts. Just goes, no, no. What are you talking about? Oh, he's making stuff up.
You know, kids, they're liars.
Yeah, like mum, you just farted. So, and who would you, Richard? Who would you definitely not drink with?
Anyone who religiously listens to Joe Rogan's podcasts.
That's fine, fair enough. Okay.
I realise this isn't going to do those numbers, and people will be like, oh, it's just jealousy, it's just bitterness. Nah, fuck that. Cannot stand that guy. I was doing a gig, this was a few years ago, before he was like the big thing he was now, but someone started talking at me in the interval, which is never nice, about how he didn't like the last act that was on because she'd been talking about politics, and you shouldn't be talking about politics when you're trying to make people laugh. Which, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. I disagree, but that is absolutely fine. And then within the same conversation, he started telling me about how you can't say anything these days and stuff's getting censored. And I was like, you were just telling me what comics aren't allowed to do on stage. And this is the type of fuckwit that listens to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that's the irony of the right. You can't say anything. You can't say anything. Oh, don't say bad things about me.
Yeah, and they're also stupid that they'll just get angry and shoot you. And that's the scary bit.
That's
It's
funny.
not so it's nice. It's a title
Be doing
something
that
now.
these days.
Exactly.
Can't shoot a fucking CEO.
Yeah.
with
I
light
mean,
coming
Joe
to-
Rogan is just so ridiculous. It's and the number of people they have on it just seems. Joe Rogan, is he pals with it? Is it Alex Jones?
Is this
I
the,
don't-
is
yeah,
that the
yeah.
singer?
Fuck it, no, not
See,
the
I
singer.
always get
Yeah.
that. Did the singer like get really fat after walking and then end up doing that fucking Truth Social thing? Do you know?
I know it's the
I'm not-
presenter of the one show.
Right, okay,
I've
that's
honestly
it.
sometimes wondered if Joe Rogan is in the wrestling world we call it working. Is like, is this just? Are you saying these things and just getting these people on just to get the numbers? Do you actually believe this? Then I saw his stand-up special this year, which I
how
watched on a
bad is
plane,
that?
and it is fucking awful.
I
You know,
think
it's
he's
not
the
even
dumbest
all-
guy alive.
It's not even all original. A lot of the jokes,
But
he falls back into an old routine he
but-
did from
but
at
the thing is-
least 7 years ago.
And I'm not chucking this out. This is been confirmed by. I mean, I don't know a lot of his stuff pre. He was in things like Fear Factor, and he popped up in sitcoms. Like that's the only place I knew Joe Rogan.
The
from.
Man Show.
He-
But
he was a
I know a
big-
couple of people that worked with him, and he
was
talks
a big
about.
thing at LA Comedy Store for years.
Well, he talks about that a lot, and about Mitzi, whatever it was, and kind of all this
Mitzi
type of thing.
Shore.
But I know people that gigged with him, and they were kind of going like, he was nothing special.
No, the only
He-
thing he really did know around about the time is because he was about a lot.
Yeah.
Was he really was at the forefront of people calling out people stealing jokes? I can't.
Oh,
one
right,
of the things
okay.
I can't really like.
And is
fault him
that
for Is it really pushed a lot of people that were just professional acts were going into the comedy store
Right.
and watching the new acts
Uh-huh.
and just stealing their jokes.
So there was that, and him being in sitcoms is why he's famous.
He landed that gig in Fear Factor, and that just launched him. And then because he was big Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. Very, very. He's good at that.
Oh, is he? Oh, in that
Yeah.
case, I'll take it all back.
He's
What a great
actually,
podcast.
No.
Actually, I don't want to.
And then he became a commentator for like the MMA.
He does.
like,
His
and all that kind of
commentary
stuff.
from the
And
UFC is not actually.
That's
terrible.
kind of
Yeah.
that's kind of where he launched, and he had this podcast at the time that podcast hits, and it gave him a platform that's insane.
It's a real shame he's such a knob because people forget that, like, back in 2016, he actually endorsed Bernie Sanders and was actually quite aligning a lot of his left-wing views at the time. But he's clearly been bought out. That's why stand-up shows have there's always full seats because he's a sellout.
Hey.
It is.
So,
Yeah, that's
no,
fair.
drinking.
And saying that, would I swap my life for his? You're fucking right, I would.
Jamie, pull up that clip. I could do it. Sorry, I just wanted to point out as well that Richard is wearing a leather jacket and jeans, so he looks like someone who listens to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I wouldn't be throwing the fucking stones, glass house man. So let's move on. Oh no, like Elliot, the scores first, please, Elliot.
Absolutely a cacophony of Cumbernauld clunge.
I'm not even from Cumbernauld.
What's
How offended he is.
Being from like Cumbernauld.
who would you like to drink with? I'm curious.
Who
to
would I
ask.
would drink? Well, see, that's kind of weird. There's loads of great historical drinking figures. Do you know a great one? There used to be an actual drinking, like private drinking party with Marcus Aurelius and fucking Cleopatra. They used to have this specialist drinking club that they would all go and get fucked up in, and it just sounds amazing because it was proper drinking. None of this, there's a time limit. Time, gentlemen, please shit. These fuckers drank. Do you know what I mean? Oh, get a slave to bring us more. You know, we've got 8 days of this shit. You know what I mean? I can't drink it, pour it down my fucking throat. That's how much these fuckers drank. So, yeah, that would have been fun.
No, it's awesome. I mean, I would drink with Mary Ann Todd Lincoln personally, Abraham Lincoln's wife, because I feel like the bar is the only chance he can really get away with asking, well, Mrs. Lincoln, obviously apart from that, how was the play?
Yeah.
Right, so moving on from that, I think I'm giving quite big points to Billy because Billy has proven that it does indeed take a village to raise a Billy of a tankard of spit. And also, ironically, I think the Hawk Tour girl did find a sheet of spit covered on the ATM when she walked to the bank. I'm allowed one.
That's very good.
Of course, I mean, Craig's was. Craig's sorry. Craig's was very, very lovely, but I just maybe cringe a bit that he was the only person out there Digimon Championship that was of legal drinking age. And finally, I think Richard has found the secret to winning this podcast. And that is, if you cause more harm to Big Pharma, you get points. And revenge is a dish best served cold, but he gave us a happy meal.
We're going to move on to a round for Elliot to take the driving seat, where it's called Drunken Lies and Sober Truth. Elliot is going to read out 2 stories. Once the 2 stories are done, you can start asking him questions. Okay. But you have to work out which one is the sober truth and which one is the drunken lie. So, Elliot, please take it away.
Oh, absolutely, a sultry sausage. Right, these 2 stories are both about being in the drink, but while one is about gulping on the golf field, the other is about the sweet sober sauce, but only one is true. The first story is about how Scottish Water employs a team of 33 tap water sommeliers. The famous Council Juice of Scotland is world renowned for being delicious, but it's not tasty on just origin alone, because it has in fact been professionally taste tested by a selection of professional aquafarmers. There are 33 professionally employed water sommeliers in Scotland, one for each county. Like a wine taster, the sommelier will pull the glass towards their nose, swirl the contents to release complex aromas for tasting and spitting into a bucket. Unrelated, but if anyone wants to buy one of my patent-pending Council Jungle Juice bowls, see me after the show. These 33 highly trained experts are employed to pick up any abnormal odours or taste like chlorine in the water and will taste around 30,000 samples of water per year. The tasters aren't there to test the safety of the water, but they are there to make sure it smells, tastes and looks just right. In other words, make sure it doesn't taste like English filth. The tasters are trained at Heriot Watt University, presumably because it's the only Scottish university that has the word vaguely sounding like water in it. So every morning, including Christmas Day, the tasters will fill about 40 to 60 wine glasses with 60 millilitres each of water from samples sent in from officers all over Scotland.
If that's true, I know what CEO is getting fucking whacked next.
Second story is about being in the drink. So about half the sample... Oh, no, sorry, that's extra facts. Things may not be true. Number 2, Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin invented the beverage cart. So the dynamic duo were responsible for the beverage cart's birth during a golf match in Las Vegas, which makes it the best invention to come out of Las Vegas since the idea Siegfried and Roy getting mauled by tigers. The Dessert Inn Golf Club was hosted the two singers in 1975, where both of them refused to play an entire 18-hole game unless cocktails were provided. As an asexual has enough trouble entering holes, same. So, the singers refused to play until drinks were provided, prompting the inn to create a golf cart stocked full of all the possible cocktails that Dean and Frank could ever possibly want. After word spread, the idea of a golf cart full of booze became a popular trend that's still used to this day. And rightly so, because why the fuck would you actually want to play a sport that forces you to dress as a Tweety nonce?
So, which is the correct one?
Tweety Nons, my favourite wrestler.
Which is the correct one? Is it Kunsel Juice Aperitifs or is it the Drink Cart Inventors? You can ask questions now.
I reckon it's the first one, but I reckon it's marketing. Because obviously they need to check the water. But someone at Scottish Water who gets probably paid far too much money has gone, let's market this as a water tasting sommelier. Is that what you call them?
Sommelier.
It's a wine taste. It's a
Aye.
wine.
But I reckon they probably just do need someone to taste the water.
I think the second one is the true story. It just sounds like something you would see in Woucher. Like a golf cart full of booze. Oh, should we add that as an extra going to Las Vegas? Fucking losers. As much as I kind of agree, I would like the first one to be true because I just love it as some guy sitting there going like, I'm not even tasting it. Who's going to be doing that job on Christmas Day?
Yeah, it's the Christmas Day.
Well, would it help you to know that it's not there are a certain number of samples they will send in regularly, but they'll mostly only do it if people in the area are complaining about the water, and that's when they send in the tests for the taster to taste them.
How bad is it though, Christmas Day? Someone's been fucking about with you, and there's you having to drink a pint of something with like a bit of poo floating in it or something, or a needle. Yeah, you have to drink it. You have to drink it. We need to see if the water's okay.
Being your aunties again.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, you drink it. I think for funsies and not to have nightmares, I think the second one.
Is there like why would they invent a drinks cart if they were just going to do like a Harry Potter to it anyway? We'll take the lot. You know what I mean? Like why? Why?
Well, it was also. I mean, it's more so because they rather than like asking them what they wanted because they were big, so they kind of.
They were like, we'll
preemptively put a bar in the cart just in case they can have whatever they want. Then, in case they want seconds, you know.
I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. I feel like I heard that somewhere, but I heard it as a like. Did you know that this is like the big myth, and then but it's actually a load of shite.
I heard that Dean Martin stomped a barman to death because they didn't have Tizer. That's what I heard. Like stomped him to fucking death. And started at his crotch and worked his way up.
And they did have Tizer.
And they had Tizer.
Oh, we'll put about in the massacre of Cliff Richard's lack of dandelion and burdock, so it's precedent.
You know, he was in the mafia, apparently, so...
Dean Martin?
Never know. No,
I was going to say Cliff Richard.
That explains a lot.
He's in a different type of mafia. the right wing bang on it about a lot.
Well, I should say I am a bit of a sneaky sausage in these rounds, and I often will take stories that have elements of truth to them, but certain specifics have been changed to throw you off.
That's fair.
I feel like the water one can't. You'd be stealing a wage, right? I think that the water thing is like a competition that you could win, and you did it like once.
Wacky Billy's Great Water Test!
Yeah,
Come down and who's going to tell me he's the best water?
Did you
I better
have
not say
any-
that too loud, or STV will do it.
Did you run any competitions like that?
I mean, I ran a couple of competitions in the early days of BidUp.tv.
Uncle Billy's Crazy Wash Water.
Exactly.
Who's going to wash the water?
I've no squeezed it out myself.
We're encouraged to ask questions in this round, right?
Yes.
If you want to.
Have you seen the TV show Would I Lie to You?
Yes.
Okay.
Any others?
I guess just before I could potentially change my answer, when did they start tasting the water? Is there a time how long they've been doing that?
Oh, I believe I believe the current amount is like 33 in total. But I believe ever since the Scottish Water Company was founded, or at least that subset of the Scottish government was founded that this bit of the practice. And I don't have the exact dates, but it's been.
And they've been doing it since day one. We assume.
As far as we can tell, yeah.
I think as long as Scotland has been shite at football, we've had to have better tap water.
That is true. That is true. Our tap water has been premier.
Water of Scotland. I'm liking that. So I'm going to push you for the answer. Is it the drinking water or is it the drinking from a cart? Who is it?
I'm gonna say, because I've heard the cart thing before. It's probably like an urban legend, but I've heard of it before, so I'm gonna go with that.
The cart.
I'm saying the cart thing is true.
The cart.
I'm going to go with the water tasters.
Oh, H2O.
Actually, you have to do an advert like that. A little bit of H2O. Why is no done that? That's money on the table, that is.
So, Elliot, can you let us know?
Right, I can reveal that although there were some elements of truth to the story, the specifics were all a bit wrong. So the actual story about water sommeliers was Balderdash.
I'm actually really sad about that.
Oh, shit, where's the button?
I'm quite happy. 33 people getting paid to taste water when I can't fucking heat the house.
Yeah, and someone's going to do a Fringe show about it one year, so it's like...
So I kind of feel that they
I want to know about the specifics.
Water sommeliers do actually exist, but there's only like 12 of them in Scotland, and they're more like kind of play by commission, really, like whenever there's an issue. It's not like a guaranteed thing you do all year round.
Drink this! I dare you.
Well, to be fair, that worked on me.
That's fair.
Is there money in it? All right. No. Okay.
That's why it tastes a bit metally.
So how are we doing in the scores there?
Well, to that bonus boost, I believe Billy is currently in the lead, with Craig not far behind. But if Richard couldn't just assassinate a few more CEOs on the way, he may still win it yet.
Excellent. Let's move on to the final round. So let's move on to finish the alcohol quote. This is where I start a quote about alcohol, end roughly halfway through, and then our panel have to jump in and furnish us with a hopefully funnier answer. So let's start off with: beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
Because it's not a cocktail, you lazy bastard.
Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
At the Alcoholics Anonymous night out.
Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
For you.
Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
When you can't give good head.
Okay.
I like that.
Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
At the King's funeral.
So everyone's looking
I mean,
forward
his
to that.
fingers are going to burst. I mean, what? He's going to die.
Beer is not a
Dick
good.
Van Dyke's alive, though.
We're all going to die,
We're all
Billy.
going to die, exactly.
What?
Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
When that party is turns out to just be for your niece who likes the little sausages that have the sticks in them.
Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
Especially bad mocktail party drink, as I discovered when I caused all those people to relapse.
It's getting dark. Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially.
When it's an S-Club party.
Okay, I think that's ended that one. Beer is not a good cocktail party drink, especially in home when you don't know where the bathroom is. That's Billy Carter. Okay, next question.
Willie Carter.
Alcohol gives you infinite.
Charisma cheat. You can talk about Digimon all night and everyone loves it.
Panties off. Alcohol gives you infinite.
Reasons to put glass in a flashlight.
Wow.
And there's
I
the
came up
angry
with that one for
orgasm.
Richard. I literally came up with that one for Richard. I've even put next to it for Richard.
I'm going to say, give me a minute on that one. Alcohol gives you an infinite.
Diarrhea.
Alcohol gives you infinite.
Amount of patience when Craig's talking about Digimon.
Yay! Do you know what? It doesn't. Alcohol gives you infinite.
Opportunities to tell the pavement it looks fucking gorgeous tonight.
So I need to get one for the road. Alcohol gives you infinite.
Reasons to clear your browser history.
Especially after Googling how to put glass in a flashlight.
It's very easy. You want to make sure you don't cut anything up though on its way in because you want it to be a surprise. Man,
How did you get that vasectomy? Well, no, alcohol gives you an infinite.
Gout.
Mostly beers. No, alcohol gives you infinite.
tears, tears, Timothy. It's a sign of emotion, Timothy. Tears.
Alcohol gives you infinite.
Yapping from the old ball and chain, am I right, fellas?
Okay, I think we're finished with that one. Alcohol gives you...
I've got one more.
Okay, alcohol gives you infinite.
Monkeys are infinite typewriters, but all it gets you is ill-advised text messages to your ex.
Hey! Alcohol gives you infinite patience for stupidity. That was Sammy Davis Jr. So, question 3. I may be drunk, miss, but...
You do have a lovely cock.
I may be drunk, miss, but...
In the morning, I'll be sober, and you'll just be 2 sponges in a Pringles tube.
With glasses.
Which Digimon? Which Digimon is that?
A special one, just for me.
I may be drunk, miss, but...
I am also a racist, anti-Semitic, fat gammon fuck.
Top marks.
Just tip my top hat.
I may be drunk, miss. I think you've killed the tech.
I've given, Craig's going to edit this, I've slagged him for Digimon and then I've just given him that to take out of context.
That's my new ringtone. No, I may be drunk, miss, but...
Here's what you could have won.
I may be drunk, miss, but...
I always use my ball sack as a saucer.
I may be drunk, miss, but...
Your headlights are looking lovely this evening.
Okay.
And then my character in this scene wakes up in A&E.
Okay.
Hit by a car.
Hit by a car.
That's
I thought he was going to fuck
Okay,
the
we're going to
car.
move on with... I may
It
be
was.
drunk, miss, but in the morning I will be sober and you will still be ugly by... well described by Richard Elliot, Winston Churchill.
Hey.
Question 4. It only takes 1 drink to get me drunk. The trouble is...
I refuse to take in moisture. Sand. Nom nom nom.
It only takes 1 drink to get me drunk. The trouble is...
I've already had it and I've pissed and shit myself and I need you to call my mum to come and pick me up.
That's scarily true. It takes only 1 drink to get me drunk. The trouble is...
There's
What?
meth in it.
Aye, very good Breaking Bad. It takes only 1 drink to get me drunk. The trouble is...
The last time I made a blue nun, I was asked to leave the church.
No.
It only takes 1 drink to get me drunk. The trouble is...
I decided to use an entire river. I wanted to taste how the water was. Look at me. I'm like a giant walking water balloon. Blub, 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 if you like about that.
It only takes 1 drink to get me drunk. The trouble is, I can't remember if it's the 13th or the 14th. That's George Burns.
Oh, well, witty bastard.
It was. Do you know, my favourite thing about George Burns was the joke when he talks about, my doctor told me to stop drinking and smoking. Otherwise I wouldn't make it to 98. And he says we buried him on Tuesday. Which I always liked. Okay, next one. Do you like martinis shaken or...
Spat-in.
It's not from, where is it, Clickmarin or whatever it... Hucktoad. Do you like your martinis shaken or...
Served. Boiled in a hot anus.
Do you like your martinis shaken or...
Stevens.
Hey!
Christmas time, topical.
Do you like martinis shaken or...
Are you just a little bitch?
Do you like martinis shaken or...
Served liberally. Poured in a passing Sultan shoe.
in a turd slipper? No. Do you like your martinis shaken or...
Stirred. Those are the 2 ways we make them.
Okay. Practical. Do you like your martinis shaken or...
Used. Oh, sorry. Used as a setup for an underwhelming punchline on a drinking podcast.
Well done. Do you like martinis shaken or...
Proper traumatized.
with PTSD?
Shaking's one thing, but come on. You're really fucked up and giving nightmares.
Do you like your martinis shaken or...
Dentist chaired. That's a reference to like Euro 96, I think.
Okay. Do you like your martinis shaken or...
Give him some sweet lovin' from Craig Bad Boy Wilson.
I think we're going to end it at that. Do you like martinis shaken or stirred? You know, I like martinis paid for. That's Tiffany Haddish. Okay, final question. Once during Prohibition, I was forced...
Rolled down a hill on the inside of a truck tire while trying to suck my own cock.
Did you know I did that last week? Once
That's how
during...
cheese rolling was made.
That's it. Once during Prohibition, I was forced...
Once during Prohibition, I was forced. shouldn't have disturbed Darth Vader with my lack of faith.
Hey.
Come on.
I liked it.
I like your lack of faith, but disturbing. No. Once during Prohibition, I was forced.
Start saying that I really liked Hibitions.
Prohibition, okay. Oh, Prohibitions. No, once during Prohibition, I was forced.
To actually spend time with my wife and kids.
Oh.
Hello, Greg Wallace.
Whoa, no, hold on. Don't call me that.
Elliot, we don't want to date the podcast.
I don't know. I'm quite happy marrying this podcast. Once during Prohibition, I was forced.
To use a tramp as a sleeping bag.
And I thought it smelt bad from the
Yes,
outside. No, once during
It was a Star Wars reference and I thought I'm going for it.
No,
Any excuse to do my Tong Tong impression.
once during Prohibition, I was forced.
To drink the mystery liquids under the sink.
Okay, we're going to leave that there. Once during Prohibition, I was forced to live for days with nothing but food and water. That was W.C. Fields.
Oh.
Well done, we've made it to the end!
Last call for alcohol.
So, Elliot, how are we doing with the scores there?
Oh, absolutely, you big Gandalf of gravy. Rightio, it's time to close doors and give out the scores. So, it's been a tight race this week, but we have in final last place, it is the drunk Digimon Didgeridoo, is Craig Wilson of 41. In second place, we have the big Pharma Karma Llama, Richard Brown of 45. In the lead, the tankard Titan, Billy Kirkwood of 52.
Remember, this is just a bit of fun. Please always drink responsibly, and if you have any problems with alcohol, please go to the website drinkaware.co.uk. This podcast was sponsored by the Comedian Tattoo, and you can find out more about comedy events on the website goodtattoos.com/comedy.